There are more than 2,000 bus stops in New Orleans, but less than 400 have bus shelters, a seat for riders and shade from the rain or sun.
That could be really come in handy in days like this. And New Orleans East residents tell Candace Charles in that part of the city there are hardly any.
From the post office all the way back up to me, I don't believe there's any.
Many people say that New Orleans East is a forgotten area.
It's the history, the feeling of being left behind.
Melvin Stovall grew up in the East and says there's been petitions calling for more bus shelters for decades. Now the Riders Advisory Committee is taking action.
Riders want a plan for bus stop shelter implementation for the next 5 years that provides, at the very least, a minimum number of shelters that will be installed each year.
In July, transit riders advocacy group Ride New Orleans sent this formal letter to the RTA board and CEO asking for more bus shelters in New Orleans, but we're told there's no funding. Alex Wazorski of Ride New Orleans agrees that nothing gets fixed overnight.
We get that, but ultimately what you spend money on is what you value. Your budget is your values, and riders are saying that RTA needs to fully value more bus stop shelters.
Residents tell me that bus stops like this one on the corner of Crowder and Chef Highway, which also doubles as a school bus stop, have become a safety hazard. There are bus stops throughout the state that lack shelter, but community members argue that when it comes to getting things fixed, New Orleans East is the last stop.
A lot of sectors are accountable for the conditions of the East, RTA included.
In a statement, an RTA spokesperson said RTA, quote, remains committed to our riders in providing safe, reliable transit services and amenities. Freddie Powell, who takes the bus 4 times a week, says he hopes RTA can provide this safe amenity sooner rather than later.
We ain't asking for that much as a bus stand just to sit down.
Candace Charles, Eyewitness News.
And the RTA tells us shelters are a priority. The Riders Advisory Committee is in fact meeting tonight, and an RTA committee may also discuss options for shelters at a meeting next Thursday, too.